Well, I'll know for sure when I check the email, won't I? Let's see. Okay, I think you got the email correct. Why am I not getting the email? Oh, hey guys. What's going on? How are y'all doing? 롤팁님, 해기님, 딥다이버, 뽐동님, it's been a while. I haven't seen you in the chat in a while. How are things? How's it going? 홍시님, 롤티님, Angie님, Julia, halfmoon님. Did you get your audio sorted? Haven't done something yet and still have to. 영상 보면서 멘붕 오기 직전이었어. Why? Why? Did you have dinner? No. I have not had dinner. Today was one of the longest days I've ever had in my entire life. I went to the dentist this morning, which wasn't very fun. I hate going to the dentist. And on my way to lunch, my wife was driving and we had a car accident. It wasn't a big accident. It was just a little scratch, but it was annoying as hell because the other driver is out of her mind. And so we had to deal with that. We spent hours trying to find a way to really take care of that issue. Of course, our insurance company is, doing their part, but she's just not in the right mind. Let's just put it like that. And then we came back and took our dogs out because we have to walk our dogs, right? I mean, they didn't do anything wrong, right? So we took our dogs out, and we had to also get another car from the rental company because my wife needs a car until hers gets fixed. And wow, it's just it's been a long day. It's been a long day. Hello, I'm on my way back home. Glad to be able to hear you. Oh, oh, not at all. Gosh, we got to figure something out, Half Moon. I'm okay. I'm okay. It's just been a rather long day. Way too long for my liking. No, it was a light scratch on the car. We barely felt any impact. In fact, the impact was so small that our dash cam didn't even record that incident. I didn't even know this, but our dash cam tends to only record like 20-second clips based on when it senses an impact, and apparently it didn't sense any impact, and so no, I'm okay. It's just really annoying. That's all. So any kind of damage that was done to me and my wife today was just mental and emotional damage, which you can't underestimate mental and emotional damage. I mean, in a way, I'd rather... Okay, so you're right. I mean, I'm just glad that nobody got hurt, right? But you can't underestimate mental and emotional damage. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was going to have a class at 9, but you know what? I just decided to start now. We'll start now, and we'll go on until like 11 tonight. See what happens. And that's kind of why I'm calling this a marathon. Let's do this until we get it. Until everybody gets it. How is everybody? So what's for dinner? Who's having dinner right now? Is anybody having dinner right now? Who's having dinner? Oh, you like my Nirvana t-shirt? It's so nice of you to notice. Yeah. I loved it. I love this t-shirt. I can't even say that. I love this t-shirt. In fact, I actually forgot that I had it. This is actually my first time wearing it after I bought it. I actually forgot that I had it. Can you believe that? Yeah, we had a very mild car accident. I mean, it shouldn't even be an issue, but the other driver is just going nuts on this, and yeah. We're just, yeah, it's just so annoying. Oh, you had dinner? Okay. Did you have dinner? I'm having dinner. 저는 먹는 중이니. Yeah, you're having dinner. Sure. You're having dinner right now as we speak. 언제부턴가 쌤 강의 힐링 시간이 되고 있습니다. Oh, that's odd. I would have never imagined my streams and videos would be on any level therapeutic. If anything, isn't it really stressful to watch? You had dinner, okay. So what was for dinner? I just got up after night shift. Oh, okay. So you just got up after night shift. So you're getting ready for work now? Is that, do you go to work like at 9 or something? You're having dinner now? What are you eating, Kuminu? What are you eating right now? Oh, and just so everyone knows, we have a Discord voice channel that is open right now for this stream. So feel free to send over a voice chat or a voice message so we can all hear it and just kind of share it, right? Yeah. We had a little car accident. No big deal. Like, nobody got hurt. Any kind of damage that was done is just emotional and mental damage, which I do not underestimate. On some levels, I even think that mental and emotional damage is worse than physical damage. But I'm just glad, you're right. I mean, I'm just glad nobody got hurt. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Rakani? What's up? Yeah, good evening. Yeah, I had 냉면 and 꿔바로. Well, I've never heard of that combo. Huh. Interesting. Where? Oh, I'm guessing that you went to a Chinese place where they had like Chinese style 냉면? Is that how it is? 손이는 밤손. Oh, I actually forgot where I got this. It's supposed to be like a hand massager. If I were to guess, it's probably from a rest stop. I'm having my favorite children sandwich for dinner. You're having your favorite children sandwich for dinner. So you put your children in your sandwich? I know that's not true, but it's a fun thought, isn't it? She's having children sandwich. Children sandwich. Hello, 행복님. I'm on my way home. I just got on the bus. Oh, okay. I see. I remember back in the day when I was teaching at a hagwon, I would intentionally get on a bus that would take 2 hours to actually get to the hagwon. And the reason I did that was because I wanted to make use of the time on the bus. I could have cut down the commute time significantly, probably by almost an hour, but then I would have to transfer a lot, and I wouldn't be able to focus on anything during the commute, you know what I mean? And so what I did was I intentionally found a bus route that didn't require any transfers. Does that make sense? So I could just focus on one thing on the bus. And you know what I did on the bus? 된장찌개와 각종 반찬입니다. Sounds good. Oh, I'm getting hungry. I'm actually very, very hungry right now. And part of the reason I started this stream early was because I may want to end the stream earlier than usual and go get something to eat. But I don't know if I'm going to do that because I don't really feel like eating. Because after this really long and stressful day I had, I don't really have a good appetite right now, which isn't very common. I normally don't lose my appetite very easily. But I'm going to have dinner with this stream. Oh, okay. Hey, what's up? Good evening, yes. Hello, bro, yes. How you doing, bro? Good evening. Maratang and Kobaro. Hey, Jenny, what's up? It's been a while. Well, no, actually, you were here in our last stream, as always. Side effects of a car accident often show up late. Oh, you mean like the physical side effects, like the muscle aches and the aches that you often get? No, but like I'm not even kidding. This was such a slight scratch, although we were going quite fast. But there was almost no impact at all. Good evening. You finished your class, okay? Probably not. Let's see what JC says.
What were you doing on the bus during the commute time?
Oh, I slept. In my defense, I was always sleep deprived. I was always sleep deprived, and it was something that I intentionally did. I needed to make time to get some sleep, to catch up on some sleep, some much needed sleep, so I slept on the bus. And like I said, I could have, decided to take the shorter route and just transferred a few times. But when you transfer like 2 or 3 times, you can't get any sleep, right? Or at least you can't get any proper sleep. So, plus, I mean, there's a really high chance for you to miss your stops, right? So, 쌤, 그거 저도 있는데 흰머리가 나서 두피에 문지르고 있어요. Are you asking me? Or okay. I don't mind gray hair. I used to have a lot of gray hair as a child. And so, I mean, back then, yes, it was very annoying. It was very embarrassing to have all that gray hair when nobody really had all that. And yeah, it was very rare. Let's see. Hey, Kikini, what's up? How you doing? Do you miss your part-time job? Oh, you're on your way to dinner? Okay, what's for dinner? Let me guess. You're going for some... You're going for some pizza. 성아 Logning, hello, how you doing? I had a dream about you. Oh, you had a dream about me last night. That's great. In the dream, you were just as kind and gentle as always. Of course, because I'm always kind and gentle. Sam's voice and tone are similar to my mentor in the U.S. So whenever I study with you, it reminds me of good memories in the U.S. Thanks. Oh, was he? I have a question. Was he Asian? Because like real native. Not like Korean Americans, not like Chinese Americans, but like actual Americans. They tend to have a very different like vocalization method and tone. It's just completely different. So I'm kind of curious. I slept. No, I have not had dinner yet. Well, like I said, I just brought a bunch of drinks because I felt like I thought I would be like sitting here in front of you guys for quite some time. So I just brought a bunch of drinks, and I am hungry, but I don't really feel like eating for some reason. I'll probably feel like eating after the stream. Like during the stream, if I suddenly really feel like eating, I'll just leave. I'll just leave. 꽃게철이라 꽃게 쪄서 먹을 거예요. 와! That sounds so good. I didn't even know those crabs were in season. 꽃게? They're not called flower crabs, are they? I'm sure there's a name for them, but I just don't know what it is. Oh, they're in season? So where can you get some 꽃게? Like I don't want to have to cook them. So where should I go? 저녁 식사 전 잠깐 들었는데 길게는 못 들을 때. Okay, no, that's fine. That's okay. I'll be here for a while. 나중에 방송 올려진 거 들을게요. Okay, sure. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Oh, sorry, enjoy the rest of your evening. I didn't stream this morning. I really wanted to, but I got up late. And I had a dentist appointment at 10. And so I had to leave around 9. But I got up around 8. And so I couldn't stream this morning. Last night, as I was going to bed, I was thinking that it would be great if I could wake up around 6 or 6:30, or even before that, but I guess I was a little more tired than I thought I was. You just had dinner, Suminim. What did you have? What was for dinner? Do I sound tired? I am tired, actually. I am tired. Not only tired though, but physically, like mentally and emotionally really stressed out because of the day I had. Oh boy, the day I had. It's yeah, I mean, part of life, I guess. Wow, since then you have been hardworking. You mean back when I was working for a hagwon? I guess I always worked hard. I mean, it's, I don't mean to brag or anything. I mean, I'm not trying to glorify myself in any way, but I'm just saying that I feel like I did my best, whatever I did. My first job ever was working for Pizza Hut at COEX. I think that was back when I was in high school. And during one of our vacations, some of my friends and I, we decided to get a job at COEX at Pizza Hut. And I worked there for a few months, I think. A few months? Maybe just a month. Can't remember. And I think I did my best. Handy workbook 잘 보고 있어요. 색깔별로 다른 내용도 여러 권 만들어주셨으면 슬림해서 너무 좋은. Oh, okay. That's great. 꽃게찜? Oh, that sounds so good. That sounds really good. 꽃게찜 sounds so good. I would love to have some. Maybe I'll just leave now. Do you think I should just end the stream now and go have some 꽃게찜? Because I think I might know a place not far from where I live where they might sell 꽃게찜. There's this place. What's that place called? 먹개비촌. Yeah, it's a crab place. 먹개비촌 is a crab place. 먹개비촌 is a crab place. Oh, you're right. I should get like a sponsorship from them or something. Oh, sorry about that. It must have been disgusting. Jenny Codeneam says, Sensei, it seems like you work really hard. Is there any other way to work? I know I probably sound like an asshole right now, but I don't know. That's me. It's like if I'm gonna commit to a job, I'm gonna do my best. How about having some soybean milk or something like that? That's not a bad idea. I happen to have some soybean milk in my fridge. I happen to have some, in fact. Are you Buddhist? As I see your bracelet, I guess so. Does this sentence mean? Are you Buddhist? I do. Am I Buddhist? I don't know. Is there like a qualification for being a Buddhist, or is it like I do admire some of the ideas and some of the ways of Buddhism, sure. So I don't know if that makes me a Buddhist, but I do kind of agree with a lot of the things that they do. And you know, a lot of the teachings that they do, I do agree with a lot of it. Sam, your headphones are so nice. Would you mind sharing the brand? I love to. These are okay. So I'm just gonna write what it says right here. It says costs, and then there's a small x. I'm guessing this means that it's a collab between two brands. Maybe it's this, and it's in all caps, right? Retros. Okay, that's not the typical spelling. Retro. Okay, that's what it says. That's what it says on the earpiece on the side over here. So I don't know if that's the name of the brand, but I'm guessing it's... Wait, why is it bent? It's actually bent for some reason. Oh, why is it like that? Oh, wait. No, it wasn't bent. It was just... Okay. Oh, wait. (26년도에) 누군가 해프무님 24년도에 있네요. Huh? These days I feel my English speaking don't develop than before. What should I do? So frustrated. You got to use it. Use it. Use it. Communicate with it. Watch Hollywood movies. Use it. They look like the ones, not one, they look like the ones in the movie La Boom. I haven't seen that one. What kind of movie is it? 손민수 성공할게요. What's a 손민수? Who's that? Who's 손민수? 전 20년도 거 보는데 그때 계신 분 지금도 있으신 분 있어요. 진짜 대단. 도토리님, are you talking about our viewers? 강지 유치원 픽업 가는 길에 라이브 들어서 너무 좋아요. 틈틈이 하는 영어 공부. That's great. Although we're not really focusing on anything right now. I'm just trying to use English as much as I can. I want you to guys, like, as you are watching this, and as you are listening to what I'm saying, I would like you to just respond out loud as if you were in front of me and talking to me in real life. Actually, just respond to me. Or if you hear anything that you would like to maybe learn or that you would like to say, just repeat after me, okay? Yeah. Oh, really? My hat goes well with my shirt, really? I guess so. Tried persimmons. 손민수 means copying someone. Really? Oh, right. I think this came up once before, like once or twice before. Didn't it? And I probably responded in the same way last time. Like, who the hell is 손민수? Why does that mean that, though? Why does it actually mean copying someone? Oh, one thing you need to understand is these are not wireless. These are not wireless. They don't run on Bluetooth. No, you got to actually physically connect the 3.5 millimeter jack into a headphone port. So these are not wireless. I feel the same way. I'm feeling like I don't improve my English skill. I think so here's the thing. Here's the thing. Those of you, because I always use the analogy of driving, right? I'm going to use that again. So are any of you at all concerned that your driving skills are not improving? Are you worried that your driving is not improving? Most of you are probably not, unless you're really bad at driving or unless you just started learning to drive. You probably don't worry much about improving your driving. Why? Because you drive on a daily basis and you get to places and it gets the job done. The level that you are at now, it gets the job done. It allows you to go places. And so as long as it's effective, you don't really worry about your skill improving. But the problem with English is that you don't use English like the way you drive to places. And that's why you tend to focus so much on, oh, am I improving or not? Because you feel like there should be some kind of result. You have to have some sort of, you need some kind of feedback, some way to feel like, the time that you're spending is actually worthwhile, right? But in fact, because you don't, see, if you were using English on a daily basis, and if you were able to communicate on a decent level, then you wouldn't really have that concern. You wouldn't worry if your English was improving or not, because you're using it. And that's good enough, right? And so I think that's what you need to do. You need to distract yourself away from approaching English as a subject that you study. No. Move away from that. And you have to approach it with the perspective of just using the language on a daily basis. And that's why I stress that so much. That's why I stress it so much. You have to use English, not study it. See what I'm trying to say? Actually, I know what you mean. It's the same with anything in life. Are you worried that your cooking skills are not improving? No, because you can cook stuff on a daily basis. People eat it. You can feed yourself, and it works. So as long as you can use that skill effectively and it works, you're not really worried about improving. And that's what needs to happen with English as well. You have to use it, and as long as it's effective, as long as you can communicate on a certain level, maybe not at a very high level, right? Maybe not at a very advanced level, but as long as you can use it, then you won't be worried about improving. I think everybody needs to go down that road. So instead of trying to like fine tune everything and viewing as some kind of research project, not studying but just using it on a daily basis, 2년 전에 라이브 들어갔다가 5분 만에 나갔거든요. 무슨 말인지 하나도 못 알아들어서 지금도 못하지만 2년 후엔 엄마방 본방 갈 들어갈 꿈꿔요. 엄마방 너무 어려워. Halfmoon님, how much of what I'm saying can you understand? Like, it doesn't have to be a very carefully thought out percentage. Just like, what do you feel like? Do you feel like you can understand? Like, what's the percent? How many percent do you feel like you can understand what I'm saying right now? Well, sure. I enjoy the work because I feel like it's just one of very few things that I feel like I can do a good job at. But most importantly, I just enjoy spending time with you guys like this. If I'm being really honest. What'd you say? So clearly she understood what I said. Seeing that the other day I saw a comment on Reddit. Apparently, get and got are more frequent in American English than in British English. Do you agree with that? That totally depends. That totally depends. And here's another thing. What does that matter? Why does that matter at all? Like, whether get and got are used more in British English or in American, like what? That's, if I'm being really honest, that's like not interesting at all. Who cares? Who cares? And so I'm gonna try to be as honest as I can, right? So I don't know if Chung Shiwon-nim is asking me directly, but if someone were to ask me, like, what do I think, right? Get and got are more used in, which country more? To be honest, I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less, and neither should you. Neither should you. A polyglot. What is a polyglot? I have no idea what a polyglot is. Can anybody tell me what a polyglot is? These days I enjoy listening to your video while communicating. Oh, you mean commuting. While commuting. While commuting or during my commutes, you can say. 출퇴근길에 while commuting during my commutes. 외국인들 그걸로 토론하기 궁금했다고요? Wow. I mean, don't they have anything better to discuss? I mean, I suppose, maybe like if you're a linguist, I suppose you might be interested in it, but yeah. But you know what? Here's the thing. Something that I realize, something that I've noticed over the years is that a lot of Korean people learning English are interested in that sort of stuff. Stuff that doesn't really improve your English, but just like fun facts, like fun little facts. And as they appease their curiosity with those things, they feel like they're learning English. They feel like they're actually spending time learning English. Because there's usually like a story behind that, and stories tend to be more interesting than just practicing English. And so I think a lot of people spend time just kind of, like clearing, just consuming information like that and just appeasing their curiosity. But remember, I mean, it's okay every now and then, but you should really not spend too much time consuming content like that. Besides teaching students, which you enjoy, what else do you like? You mentioned a few things. I think a little while ago I mentioned that it's like one of very few things that I feel like I can do a good job at. I think that's what I said. Well, I also like making videos. I think it's something that I've learned to enjoy over the years as I did my job. I enjoy making videos, like interesting, fun videos, I guess. And also like sound design. I don't know if any of you guys actually remember that video, but there were, I think, 2 or 3 videos where I sat here and pretended like I was actually talking to someone. And in order to make that scene more believable, I added some extra sound, like footsteps, like zippers opening and closing, bags being put down on the table, doors opening and closing, people like, and the footsteps, getting further away. Like all that is kind of like sound design, and I had a lot of fun making that. And I don't know if I'm good at it. I'm probably not good at it, but it was really, really fun. And it's something that I would like to maybe get more into in the future. I'm definitely going to do more of that once I move into my new studio. But, well, things like that. Oh, yeah, I would love to join a project. And team up with some people and maybe make a horror movie. Oh, I would love to do that. Do you dream in English or Korean? I'm sure that you can easily imagine that it's not just one. It's mixed. It depends on who appears in my dreams. It depends on who I meet in my dreams. Like, for example, if in my dream, if I meet my wife, I'm not going to suddenly talk in English. She's not going to suddenly talk in English, right? So, but like in my dream, if I meet, I don't know, like Michael Jordan, of course I'm going to talk to him in English. So, actually, the more interesting question, and this was a question that I got from one of my coworkers back when I was working for a hagwon. It was a very interesting question because I had never gotten that kind of question before. And I think the reason I got that question from that teacher was because I was telling him how confused I was as to whether I felt more comfortable with Korean or English. Like I think I was telling him that I wasn't sure which was my initial language. And then he asked me, which language do you count in? When you count in your head, when you're counting, which language do you count in? And I thought, oh my gosh, that is so cool. I had never thought of it like that. So when I'm counting in my head, yeah, that made a lot of sense because counting in your head is like a very intuitive kind of a thing, right? It's something that you do on almost like an instinctive level, right? And yes, I do count in English. But there's a reason for that. There's a reason I count in English. It's because usually like the numbers that you use the most, right? When you count in your head, the numbers that you use the most are usually between 1 and 10, right? If you think about it, in English, all of those numbers are one syllable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One syllable. In Korean, it's some of them are two syllables, right? 하나, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟. These are two syllables. So it takes more time to actually go through those numbers. And so I think that's why I prefer to count in my head in English because it's easier. They're all one syllable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's faster. You can't go through 1 through 10 in in Korean as fast as you can in English. You know what I mean? I guess so. 꿈에서 외국인이 나왔는데 나도 드디어 영어로 꿈을 꾸는구나 생각했더니 외국인이 나보다 한국말 더 잘. That's funny. 발음 공부 관련 어려운 부분이 열심히 쉐도잉 또는 반복 말하기로 어느 정도 똑같아졌다고 생각했는데 실제 외국인 만나면 말하면 what 할 때 내가 공부한 건가 허탈해져요. You don't have to feel that. Because imagine if you hadn't put in all that effort, it would have been a lot worse. Of course. It would have been a lot worse if you hadn't put in all that time and effort. So maybe you're not good enough, and maybe you need to figure out like which pronunciations you need to improve in. Maybe you need to figure that out. But of course, like all the effort and time that you've already put in, of course it's not all for nothing. Of course not. Of course not. You really don't have to feel that way. You just focus on getting better. Focus on what you're doing wrong and what you're lacking in, and just try to improve in those areas. That's all you need to worry about. You don't need to worry about, all this time and effort was for nothing. Just don't worry about that, because you can't change that. I've been watching his video for almost 5 years. It's been really helpful, and I'd like to say, John Che, thank you for telling me. That's very encouraging. This is like my favorite kind of feedback. So it's been an absolute pleasure to help you in that way, and I hope you find my future videos as helpful. What are your favorite movie recently? My favorite movie recently was Longlegs. Among the movies that I saw recently, my favorite was Longlegs and Romulus, Aliens, Romulus. I really enjoyed that. I actually went to the theaters twice to see that. Let's see what else. What other movies did I enjoy? I actually enjoyed Inside Out 2 a lot more than I thought I would. I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would, because I don't normally enjoy animated movies all that much. But I really enjoyed that one. It was really well made, I felt like. It wasn't yeah. I enjoyed it. It was good. And let's see, what else did I see? I hated Omen. I was really disappointed with Omen because I was so disappointed, in fact, that I actually left before it finished. I left the theater before it finished. And Talju was really good. I actually enjoyed Talju a lot more than I thought I would. I don't watch a lot of Korean movies, but I don't really... What made me watch that one? I don't even know. I can't remember why I decided to watch that, but I watched it with my wife, obviously. We went to the theaters and watched it, and I actually really enjoyed it. I actually really enjoyed it. In case you almost fall, what do you say? Omaya or ouch? Ouch is when you get hurt. Ouch is when you actually feel pain. It's like, ouch. Like when I almost fall? I can't remember last time I almost fell. I think I'd just say, ah! I think I'd just scream. Ah! I think I just scream. 딸이 5, 6년 전에 한 건데 바꿀 줄 몰라서요. You mean the profile picture? What kind of movie is Longlegs? What does Longlegs mean? That's a good question. I don't know what Longlegs means. I really have to watch that movie again because I feel like I didn't understand it. I think I understand like 70% of the movie. It's not a very straightforward movie. It's you really have to... I think for someone to really understand it on the first watch, like you have to be really smart. And but I don't think I was smart enough to understand everything on the first watch. So I really want to watch it again, but I'm saving that experience for later because I found out that it's actually opening in theater. It's coming to theaters in Korea at the end of October. At the end of October. And so I'm saving that second watch experience for the theater. So I really have it in my computer. I really want to watch it, but I can easily watch it again, like tonight, because I know where to watch it. But I'm saving that experience for later because I really want to watch it in the theater. So I will say thank you in 5 years. When I watch English related YouTube, I can a lot of watch word imagine. You mean when you watch YouTube videos that are in English, you hear the word imagine a lot? Is that what you mean? Is that what you're saying? I think that's kind of like what you're saying. Fasim? Is that what you mean? JC says, I hear some kind of sound of metal. Is that the sound of your wife preparing dinner? No, that's actually my wife preparing to work out. She's got a lot of heavy stuff. I don't touch any of her stuff usually because they're all very heavy. And so my wife is getting ready to work out now. That's what you're hearing. I didn't realize that you can actually hear that. Yeah, she's preparing to work out. Yeah. Right. Some clinking and clunking sounds, right? Sound of like a lot of weights, a lot of heavy weights. She lifts a lot of heavy weights. And so I try my best to stay away from those stuff, from that stuff. 영어 유튜브 채널도 보면 댓글에 imagine으로 시작해서 드립 같은 게 되게 많다. I don't know what you mean by 드립. I don't know what you mean by 드립, but you're saying that people in the comments, when you read the comments, a lot of people start their comments with the word imagine. Yeah. Imagine has a lot of has a lot of different ways that you can use imagine. So like, imagine that. That's a very common expression. Imagine that. And it's used in kind of a sarcastic way. It's kind of hard to explain, especially, for toddlers, but yeah. Or, imagine, we had this, or imagine we had that. Imagine, yeah. Some movies contain profound and hidden meaning. Yeah, they absolutely do. It's okay. It's okay, Fusney. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. I would like to take this opportunity to tell you about one of my students that I used to teach back when I was working for a hagwon. Hold on a second. Let me close the door here. Hold on a second. And I think I even remember her name. I think her name was Julia. Her name was Julia, and she was a social civil service worker. She worked for the government, and I think she was pretty high in terms of pay grade. I think her pay grade was I don't know what the unit is, but I think she was a level 5 civil service worker. Isn't that pretty high? And she was pretty young. She was younger than me. Like, this was like more than 6-7 years ago. So is a level 5 civil service worker a pretty high pay grade? It's pretty high, right? She was, I believe she was in her, was she in her late 20s or early 30s? I honestly don't really know how old she actually was. But that's pretty high, right? And I think she was working for the Ministry of Culture and what is it? The Ministry of Culture and Sports and something. 꾸미님 says, 영화 Inside Out에 대해서 써봤어요. Movie Inside Out. There are so many personalities about humans so that we can feel empathetic to the movie. There's so many personalities about humans so that we can. I think we should remove so. What sounds a little awkward is there are so many personalities. I think that part, it doesn't really roll well with the second half of the sentence. Could you maybe write that in Korean so that I know what it is that you're trying to say? I learned 가정법 today at English Academy. It's hard to understand. Yes, 혜민님. It's very hard to understand. My advice on that is that your goal should not be to understand it. Your goal should be to experience, okay? Experience 가정법 sentences a lot and just get used to it. It's really not about understand. I talk about this quite a lot, right? So 꾸민이 슬픔이 행복이 우울이 기쁨이 등등등. Okay, right? So could you show me the full sentence of what you're trying to say? Okay. Okay, now, so 꾸미님, you have this one, this one, this one, right? Try again. Sentence by sentence. Say this in English, and then try this, and then this. Because right now, these three are very different from what you try to do here. Okay? Try again. Teacher, by any chance, can I comment English app? I'm not exactly sure what you mean. What kind of English app? Can I comment English app? Oh, are you saying that, are you asking me if you can mention an English app here? Sure, you can say whatever you want. You can say anything you want. You can call me like, oh, you look like Golem's brother, and I wouldn't mind. You can say anything you want. Of course, if you say something that's absolutely ridiculous and very offensive, then I'll just ban you. But besides that, you can say whatever you want. Do you know 말해볼까 app? I've heard of it. I am not familiar with it. I've never used it. I've heard of it, yes. Do you recommend it? That's so generous of you. Hey, 국모님, what's up? Hey, 내사님, what's up? How's it going? Oh, it's fun. Yeah. It's fun to use? Okay, that's great. So maybe everybody else here should try it. Even though I haven't seen that movie, I guess I have much more characters than ones shown in that movie. Much more characters. Oh, you mean that you feel like there are a lot of feelings and emotions are more complicated than the ones that are just shown in that movie. I think that's what you're trying to say. Hi, Sam. 국립외교원에서 교육 듣고 오자마자 쌤 수업 들으러 왔습니다. 국립외교원. Okay. What kind of a agency is that? Like what kind of an organization is that? What do they do? Something to do with something to do with international diplomacy, I'm guessing. I can relate to the red one. The red one is anger. Yeah? Anger? I learned 마리보카 앱 통해서 English word study. I learned 마리보카 앱 통해서 English words. Oh, so you study English words using 마리보카 app. I think that's what you're trying to say. Okay. I mean, hey, whatever keeps you going. Whatever keeps you going. Whatever keeps you going, do it. Don't worry about, oh, is this the best one? Is there something better? Is this the most effective one? No, whatever keeps you going. Whatever keeps you going, just use it. Hey, Dongjini, what's up? It's been a while, hasn't it? When did you start this live stream? I have no idea. Hello, Greenie. What's up? Did you have a good night's sleep last night? Oh, that's what you were saying. Okay. So Google name, is that your real name? Says that, the human emotion is a lot more complicated. And like the full spectrum of our emotions cannot be fully represented with just the ones that were portrayed in that movie. I think that's what Kiguru is trying to say. And I agree. I agree with you 100%. The human emotion is a lot more complicated. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe it's... Although the movie really does a good job, it does a really good job of portraying, the complexity and of human emotion and the change that we go through emotionally, right? It does a really good job. And I agree with something that Guminim said earlier, that we can relate to a lot of the things that are shown in that movie because, we're all humans, and the movie does a good job of portraying those emotions that a lot of us feel in general. But again, the human emotion is just a lot more complicated than that. But then you have to realize that I think her name is Riley, the main character in that movie. Riley is just a kid. She's a child. And so, yeah, she's, I'm sure she still has a lot of other emotions that she hasn't yet developed. You know what I mean? Someone told me about Anki app, which can help to remember words, but I still can't figure out how to use it. Okay. So the app is supposed to help you remember English vocabularies, but the initial challenge that you have to go through is to figure out how to use the app. That's hilarious. That's so funny. Well, nothing's free, right? Nothing's free. Nothing's free. Hey, nothing's easy, man. Nothing's easy. Teacher, I've had lower back pain since the day before yesterday, but I am cooking aglio olio, eating most important. Okay. So you've had this really bad back pain for a few days now, but that's not stopping you from cooking. Okay. That's not stopping you because nothing is more important than eating. Nothing is more important than eating. Yes, you're right. That is so cute. Whatever keeps me going. One of my favorite characters' emotions from Inside Out is sadness, but I love... Oh, isn't sadness that blue girl? Or is she a girl? But I love all the emotions because they're all part of me. Yeah, that's a really nice way to look at it. That's a really good way to look at it, actually. Thank you for that. Makes a lot of sense. course. I slept like a baby. Thanks. Thank you for asking. Because I think I remember some of the other people, some of the other members on Discord was asking you if you were having trouble sleeping, and I assumed that maybe you were having trouble sleeping these past or lately. 전 남편이랑 술 먹고 왔는데요. 좀 어지럽네요. Oh, okay. So, what was the occasion? Was there a special occasion, or was it just a Tuesday night? Oh, shoot, I have to go for an interview tomorrow. I almost forgot. I have to go for an interview tomorrow at 2 o'clock. I keep forgetting. I have to prep for that as well. I have to prep for that. Because they're gonna ask me about a book that I am gonna pretend that I read and pretend that I know well about. That being said, I really enjoyed the movie. Oh, okay. That's great. In the military, I watched this video. It has been 4 months. This video? What video? I go to the UK in a week. Okay. I'm really nervous about that. I'm a little worried about bumping into racist and communicating in English. And, you have every right to be worried, of course. I mean, even if it were me, I would be terrified about going, abroad and staying abroad for like a week or whatever it is. And yeah, I would absolutely be worried about, bumping into racists, and which there are plenty of, I'm sure. There's no way around it. No one can tell you that, you'll be fine, or just, just don't worry about it. You'll have a good time. And that, nobody can really tell you that without lying. That hasn't ever stopped you, or that has never stopped you. The emotions that the characters feel in the Inside Out felt similar to the ones I experienced. Yeah, I think, like most people can relate to most of the things that are shown and portrayed in the movie. You're really good at pretending, aren't you? Yeah. Unfortunately, I am. Oh, shoot. When did you start? I thought it was 9. Yeah, I had initially, scheduled this for a 9 o'clock stream, but I just changed my mind. We drank instead of eating. Ooh, okay. Are you guys on a diet or something? Teacher, where have you been countries? Like, which countries have I been to? Fusney, could you ask me that again? Ask me which countries I've been to. Ask me again. Then I'll answer. What do you need anything for the interview tomorrow? What do you need anything? Remove anything. Just what do you need for the interview tomorrow? I just need to prep a little bit because they gave me a list of questions that they're going to be asking me. And I just need to go through them to make sure that I'm ready to answer those questions. They're not very difficult questions, to be honest, but I still need to prep because because of course I do. 외국 안 가는 저도 인종차별 대화 걱정해요. 기님, you can do it. Just I think like when it comes to dealing with racism when you're abroad, dealing with I think just ignoring and staying away from those type of people is the best strategy. I don't think it's a good idea to try to stand your ground and fight, because I think that's what they're looking for. That's exactly what they want you to do. So I would not do that if I were you. Did this live stream start an hour ago? Laugh out loud. Has it already been an hour? I don't know. I can't concentrate on it. My daughter's playing with handbell. Handbell? What's a handbell? It's like a little bell that you use with your hands. Fortunately or unfortunately? Didn't I say unfortunately? I said unfortunately, didn't I? Oh, why unfortunately? Well, I mean, how great would it be if I never had to pretend? Right? How great would it be if none of us had to pretend anything in life, right? How great would it be? But I mean, I guess it's a choice that we all have. But the fact that I've become so good at pretending, just goes to show that I've done a lot of it. Which have you been? No. Which countries? Which countries have you been to? Do it again. Try again. Which countries have you been to? Try again. Which countries have you been to? Hey, which countries have you been to? Greeting. I used to have trouble falling asleep at night for a while. I would wake up at the same time around 3:30, and then I couldn't fall back asleep. But I'm okay now. Oh, okay. I see. You're sleeping a lot better now? All right. Oh, no. It's just another YouTube channel. I think, yeah, that YouTube channel, I'll share the link later on. But I think that YouTube channel, it focuses on books. Books that are written to inspire you, to motivate you. And they interview people who have, I don't really know exactly what kind of people they interview, but they interview people who have read books of that sort. And we just talk about the book, I guess. We'll see. We'll see. 조문 가는 버스 안에서 쌤 영상 보고 있습니다. 조문 가는 버스. I'm not sure what 조문 is. Is that the thing that you, like, 조문 is when you go to a funeral? Is that like a funeral bus? Sorry, I'm not really sure what it. Which countries have you been to? Great. Okay, Fuss. Very good. Which countries have you been to? Well, I've been to the US. I've been to Ireland. I've been to Japan. I've been to, oh shit, that's all. That's the full list. I've also been to Paris, but I never left the airport. So you know what that means, right? It's a very short list. I thought the list would be longer, but that's it. Racism은 원래 있을 수밖에 없다고 생각하고 상처 안 받기로 했어요. Yeah, I believe so. I think racism exists even in the animal kingdom. And it's a lot worse, I think, because they even abandon those who are sick and weak. They abandon them. And of course, on the other hand, humans have the ability to overcome that, right? We have the ability to overcome racism, and we have the ability to not abandon those who are weak and sick, but we still do, right? So I think it's a natural part of life, but it only makes sense to try to overcome it because we're humans, right? I had a moment that I got racism in LA. Okay, so you had some experience with racism in LA. That's how you should say it. I had some experience with racism in LA. But I couldn't do anything, but I ignored it and ran away from it. I guess it's simple. But yeah. Just stay away from it. You have to realize that when someone exhibits racism behavior, racist behavior, right? When someone tries to provoke you with racism, they want you to respond. That's exactly what they're looking for. They want you to get mad. They want you to fight. They want you to respond. That's exactly what they want. And I think the moment that you give into that, the moment that you give them what they want, no matter what you do and no matter how you respond, you lose. You've already lost. That's the way I feel about it. That's the way I feel. And that's not only racism as well. That's not only racism. A lot of the I think it happens in many different areas in life as well. It's not just racism. I'm tweaking my portfolio to apply for jobs predominantly in Europe, but I'm worried about whether they would provide sponsorship for me. Are you saying that by sponsorship? Are you saying that whether they will fly you over to Europe to interview you? Is that what you mean by sponsorship? Can you tell us the name of the channel? The name of the channel. The name of the channel. Hold on a second. I'm trying to remember. Bzz. Let's see. I'm going through my messages with the producer. Why can't I see my old messages with her? Maybe it's on this phone. Maybe it's in my email. You know what? I'll find it later. I'll let you know. I'll let you guys know later. Earlier this evening, my son's tooth got loose and I had to pull it out. Oh, that's cool. This is the third or fourth time I've done that, but I'm never getting used to it. Oh, yeah, that can't be easy. You had to pull it out. 쌤, 완전 초보 단계에서 토들어 기초 영어는 4달 만에 끝까지 공부했네요. 토들러 기초 영어? Oh, you mean you've gone through the entire list of videos on the toddler channel in 4 months? Yikes, okay. That's great. That's great. Now do it again. Go through the videos again. Funeral bus sounds creepy. Yeah, that does sound kind of creepy. Hey, DI honey, what's up? I saw an episode when I searched some information about UK through blog. She bumped into a racist man showing his butt to express his contempt in the square. Yeah. There are a lot of people like that. Did you like Ireland? Yes, I actually really liked Ireland. Because it's really hard to say. It's kind of hard to like put a finger on what it is exactly that I liked so much. It was very quiet, very dark and gloomy. All the people looked depressed, and for some reason it was so comfortable because of that. Just everything was just very. It was very low key. Everything was just very. Yeah. It's hard to say what it was. And it rained a lot. And it was very cool, even in the summer. And the people didn't care whether I was there or not. In fact, some of them were just rude to me, which I didn't mind. I'm looking for a job these days. I've been writing my CV and signing up for some companies. I'm under a lot of stress. I'm sorry to hear that. Log name. I'm sorry to hear that you're going under so much stress as you're looking for a job. I wish there was something that we could do. Is this your first time job seeking, or did you recently leave a job? Hey Hannah, what's up? I'm doing well. It wasn't one of my best days today, but I'm here. I'm spending time with you guys. I feel much better. Today was a rather mentally and emotionally very, very exhausting day for me and my wife. But, you know, just part of life, I guess. I'm glad to see Sim's book on the book bestseller shelves in bookstore. Oh, is it still? That's great. Maybe they forgot to remove it. 외교관, like diplomats? 교육시키는 국가기관인데, okay. 이번에 공무원과 공공기관 국제 업무 담당자 대상 국제회의 및 국제협상 교육이 있거든요. That's a lot of 국제. 외교관 교육. Okay, so they train diplomats, like, to be diplomats, and it's a national organization, okay? 공무원과 공공기관 국제 업무 담당자 대상 국제회의 및 국제협상 교육이 있거든요. Okay, all right. So why did this come up? Why was this brought up? Who brought this up earlier? I remember someone brought this up earlier. What were we talking about? I don't have a work visa for Europe, so I'm not sure if those companies would offer sponsorship for that visa. Oh, I see. So if they wanted to, if they wanted to fly you over there, or if they wanted to have you come see them, wait. Can't you just do the interviews like online, like over Skype or something? Or would you have to actually go there and... Oh, you mean even if they decide to hire you, you're not sure if they would actually sponsor, if they would support you with the visa, like with the work visa. Does that cost them anything? I mean, wouldn't the work visa just be issued the moment they decide to hire you? Isn't that just part of the system? I'm not really sure how it works though. No, it's not Kim Young TV. No, it's a much smaller channel. But the producer that reached out to me, she is actually the one who I worked with to create the online course at Kim Young TV. She's the producer that I worked with back then. She has since left Kim Young TV, and she has joined. I don't know if this is the company that she joined right after leaving Kim Young TV, but that's where she's working now. And she reached out to me. She said that they would love to have me as a guest on their channel, and I just said, yeah, sure, because like I know her. She's really nice. She's a really hard worker. She's a nice person. So yeah, it's gonna be like the good old days, right? It's been a while. Oh, yes, it's been a while, Yang. I haven't seen you in quite some time. But when you leave it the way it is, they say you are silently agreeing and letting them do that again and reinforcing the behavior. Things like sexual harassment on the workplace. Yes, you're right. You're right. But I don't think... I guess there are many aspects to it. I suppose there are many aspects to it. If you are, but that's kind of how I feel about provocative behavior. Like when someone tries to provoke you. I'm sure there are many ways to respond to that, but I'm just the kind of person who would rather just ignore it completely. Because in a lot of cases, they're looking for a confrontation. They're looking for a fight. They're picking a fight, like literally. And most of them are not being racist because they really believe in racism. Like they don't really believe that them as a race are more superior than other races. They're doing that just to, I don't know. Like I said, I think they're just looking for a fight in a lot of cases. In some cases, of course, that's not the case. But Oh, do you know that we just have 100 days left in 2024? I did not know that, but I guess that sounds about right because we have about 3 months left, right, this year. So, or a little more than 3 months. I'm going to trip to Japan. You're going on a trip to Japan in 7 days, in a week, with my family. I've never been there before. Oh, you've never been to Japan? Oh, okay. That's great. With your family, that's great. Good for you. I hope you have a really great time there. At least in the UK, they have to pay some, so companies are kind of reluctant to do it unless they are really competent. I see. So, like, unless they're like a really big company, they often are reluctant to pay for your work visa. I see. I've heard that the visa sponsorship fees can be quite high, so smaller companies might hesitate to offer sponsorship. The thing is, my dream companies are mostly small to mid-sized firms. I see. Well, it looks like you have your work cut out for you. Doesn't look like it's going to be an easy road. Well, I guess you'll have to wait and see, right? See what kind of responses you get. There have been lots of debate exactly about the issue online, confronting or just ignoring them. I feel like racism that you encounter on the street, right? Like in public places, face to face. I think most of those are just simply out of anger. They're just trying to provoke you. They're just trying to get a response out of you. I don't think that sort of behavior is based on a belief or they're really trying to change things. No. It's just emotional and out of hate. And so of course, it's probably not all cases, but the way I see it in most cases, they're just simply they're very emotional. It's out of hate. And in a lot of cases, it's a way for them to blame others for the misery that they have. Yeah, so I don't think it's worth responding to that sort of behavior when it happens out in public on the street. But racist, yeah. Racism online is, I think it's a little different. Yeah, I think in a lot of cases, they're just taking it out on foreigners because it's easier. Feels like winter has come straight away without any... Actually, during the day today, it was actually kind of hot. I don't know if you were in the sun today, but it was actually kind of hot during the day. Sejanim says, I need some help. I'm seeking for advice about speaking English because when I speak English, there are a lot of hesitations, pauses, and self-corrections. Please let me know what should I do. I have no idea. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to pretend I often pretend like I know things that I don't. I often pretend like I can do things that I can't. But in this case, right now, at this very moment, I'm not going to pretend like I know something that I do. Something that I don't. And my honest answer to this is, I have no idea. Because you know what? I have the same problems. When I speak, I hesitate a lot. I fumble with my words. I'm just not a very good speaker in general. I know a lot of you are disagreeing and say, like, what the hell? I mean, you speak great. But no, I hesitate a lot. And I feel like I'm getting better, but the only way I'm getting better is because I do it a lot. And I try to improve. That's all I really do. I think it's the same with anything else. sure, this is one important aspect, but it's not everything. It's a good start, though. It's a very good start. It's a very good place to start. Telling yourself that you don't have to speak well. I returned to Korea a few months ago. My job involves international Zoom meetings, usually with colleagues. As a non-native speaker, speaking English in front of Korean is challenging. How about you? As a non-native speaker, speaking English in front of Koreans is challenging. How about you? Well, in my case, I don't really feel that speaking in front of Korean people specifically is necessarily more challenging than speaking to native speakers. Yeah, but I understand, and I know for a fact that a lot of people do. A lot of people can relate to what you're saying now. A lot of people feel that it's a lot harder to use English in front of fellow Korean people. And I think I know why, but of course, I don't know for sure. Teacher, have you heard that Oasis is reunited? The group Oasis? No, I have not heard that. And FYI, I don't know any of their songs. You could probably, I may have heard their songs without realizing that it was Oasis, but I don't know any of their songs. I agree. In most cases, it's not even worth responding to them. It'll just give them the satisfaction of knowing they'll successfully make you angry and provoke the fight. That's how I feel about it in most cases, especially the cases, especially when it comes to racist behavior, like out in public, you know. They just don't like that you're there. They just don't like that you're there. That's it. They need something to blame. They want someone to blame for their own misery. Like, have you ever met someone who is always looking for something to get mad at? Let's be honest here. I've met a lot of people like that. I've met so many people who are always on the lookout for something to be mad at. And again, I probably shouldn't pretend like I know something that I don't. But I feel like I know kind of why, like what that psychology is, like what kind of psychology is at play when that happens. But it's kind of like that. You know, foreigners, especially like Asians, are easy target for them. They need something to, you know, to take it out on. This might sound stupid, but if you try to put yourself in a situation where you can't help but speak in English, it sometimes helps you just spit English. Sure. Sure. The urgency, the desperation, right? The urgency and desperation and the for survival, right? And that's kind of why I've told my story of those Katuses a few times. It's 8 o'clock. Do you think we can stream until 11? If we streamed until 11, it would be like the longest stream that I will have ever done, right? Imagine that. What time did we start? Did anybody check the time when we started? Did anybody check the time when we started? Because like I've actually I found out that some like professional streamers that stream on almost a daily basis, they stream like 6 or 7 hours a day. That's pretty crazy. That is crazy. If I were you, okay, so let's say that I went to the US and someone started being racist towards me. Okay, let's imagine that. Imagine someone started being racist towards me. They say, hey, fish face, get the fuck out of my country. I'll tell them, yeah, sure, will do. I'll do that. I'll say that. Because my main goal would be to just end that conversation with them. I'll say, sure thing, you got it. YouTube showed that the streams had started 90 minutes ago. So it's only been an hour and a half, yeah? If you're not mistaken, I started streaming around 6:40. Oh, okay. I think you're right. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, back then I was just a kid, so I didn't actually realize that it was racism. But yeah, my dad, like, I've had a number of, there were a number of times, so, because back then we had phone books. Phone books were just accessible to anybody. Did we have phone books in Korea? And we would get these phone calls from just random people, right? Just random people, and they would make fun of our names, like, "Hey, is this someone?" My dad's name was probably in the phone book, and so someone would just call up and say, "Hey, is your name something?" And I would say, "No, that's my dad. His name is something something." And I said, "Yes." It's like, what kind of name is that? And they would just hang up. I would get those phone calls like on a regular basis. Well, not so many times, but I remember a number of times when I answered that phone call. Yeah. Yeah, phone books were just accessible to anybody in phone booths. Yes. Yeah, those huge, big yellow books. Is that what it's called in Korean? 전화번호부? Yeah, those big yellow books. Is that what it's called? So that's just one of numerous ways that we were exposed to racism. And, it is what it is. Racists will act like racists. What can you do, right? What can you do? But you gotta think about this. The way I see it in Korea, and I've talked about this before, in Korea, people discriminate in all the other ways except our race. Because you can't be a racist in Korea towards a Korean. We're all like a single community, right? We don't have a mixed raced community. So we can't discriminate by race. But if you look back at, if you look at how people are with each other, we discriminate in almost every other way. We discriminate each other in almost every other way. Starting from our looks. So I think it's part of life. I mean, we should be doing better. Of course, we're all smart enough. We're all smart enough not to be like that. But it's part of life, I guess. It's part of life. I remember when I was teaching briefly at this hagwon. We had a teacher, and he had a kind of a very unique style. He would always wear these very strange looking suits, and he had this. I always thought it was kind of funny, but he had this really funny hairstyle where he put so much. I don't know if it was his natural grease that came out of his head, or if he actually applied like some kind of I don't know, hair oil or something. But he would always have it like really oiled down. Like it was his hair looked really oily, right? Let's just say it like that. The kids hated him. Like he would be sent to these hagwons with like kids learning there, right? And the kids all made fun of him. They called him names. They called him he's a perverted. He's a pervert. You know what pervert is? It's pyeonte, right? Kids would actually call him pyeonte. That's who we are. That's how people are. He didn't really do anything wrong. It's just the way he looked. I mean, it didn't look necessarily dirty. I think he was kind of going for a very, very vintage look. I think he was, back in the days, like, I don't know, maybe in the 40s or 50s, like, those Italian guys with nice looking suits and very greasy hair. I think he was going for that kind of look, but it just, he didn't deliver. And throughout my entire military life, I've had like most of my senior ranking soldiers. They all discriminated like the way I spoke, the kind of music I enjoyed, the kind of movies I enjoyed, and everything else. And anyway. Do you know Shohei Ohtani? If you know, what do you think about he got 50-50 club? I have no idea who Shohei Ohtani is. I really wish I did. Whoever it is, it sounds very it's a very interesting looking name. Shohei Ohtani. I like saying that. So, but I have no idea who that is. It's a baseball player. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really into baseball. Wow, everybody knows who this guy is. I don't watch baseball. I've never in my entire life sat through an entire baseball game. I've never been a fan of any baseball team or player. I have played a baseball game, and I have played baseball in real life, but I've never watched a baseball game. Like when it comes to sports, I'm more of a like, I'd rather play it than watch it. You know what I mean? What do I do in my free time? I spend time with my family. I never have enough time. I feel like I never have enough time with my family. So I spend as much time as I can with my family. Like whenever I have some free time, my wife, my dogs, we all get in the car, we just go. We just go somewhere, anywhere. And we do as much as we can together. That's kind of what I do in my free time. a great of all the time. Basically, he's like the greatest baseball player of all time. This guy, Otani. What? Shohei Otani is considered one of the best baseball players of all time. He's a legend. He's really cute and one of the best baseball players in MLB. Oh, okay. On top of his incredible baseball skills, he's cute. Then it's over. Oh my God, it's over, right? Like no other baseball player could compete with that. People sometimes judge others by the way they look. Yeah. Not sometimes, like all the time. That's kind of why when we meet someone for the first time, we'd rather know where they live, what they do, whether they're married or not. We'd rather know those type of things rather than their names. We'd rather know their age. We'd rather know their marital status. We'd rather know their jobs rather than their names, because that's how we think. We tend to categorize people. Because think about it. You can't discriminate someone for having a strange name. I suppose you could. You could kind of make fun of it. But you don't. There's no name discrimination, right? But it's like, even though you know their name, and that's kind of why I don't like the MBTI system. The MBTI, I think it kind of encourages categorization of people. I've had that happen to me a lot. My wife has experienced that too. Like if you are a certain MBTI, if you belong to a certain category of MBTI, then people have the stereotype thinking of who you are. They don't think for themselves. They don't make that judgment for themselves. They act like they already know who you are. Oh, so you're this MBTI. I know everything about you. You're this person. You're the same guy that I know at work. Oh, you're all inferior to me. I fucking hate that. I fucking hate that. People love to feel special. People love to feel better, like they're better than others. People love to feel superior than others. And let's be honest, those who are really interested in MBTI, there's kind of like a ranking, isn't there? Like, oh, this is the best kind of MBTI, and there's probably like a rank, like from 1 to, I don't know, from 1 to 10. Oh, this is the worst kind of MBTI. That's disgusting, man. That is disgusting. Ugly humans. Yeah, it should be for fun. There's one good use for MBTI, like especially when you're doing business with people who are in other countries, other cities, and you can never really spend time together enough to know what kind of people they are. Sometimes it helps to know people's MBTI in order to kind of to make conversations flow in the directions that you want with that person, right? So I'm not saying that in a manipulative way, like you're not manipulating that person, but to kind of, to make dialogues and to kind of have a feeling for what that person might not like or might like, right? And so in that way, I think it helps in a way as a tool, but I mean, on a date, like in day-to-day life, you see people using MBTI as a way to judge people and categorize people. So What? Really? You see what I mean? My gosh. That's horrible. Maybe that's like a sick joke or something. Maybe it's like a joke. Right? You can't remember your MBTI. Yeah, probably you don't think it's very important. All right, it's almost 8:30. Maybe we should begin our lesson today. What do you think? Do you think we should begin our lesson? Ah, D.I. Hanim. That's so sweet of you to say. It's probably not true, but that's so sweet of you to say. MBTI는 아닌데 전 영어 강사로 핑크 하신 분을 조건으로 낸 공고. What? 핑크 하신 분을 조건으로 낸 공고도 봤다고요? What the hell does that mean? Wait. So you saw an ad accepting applicants who are 핑크해? Is that what it is? They're looking for someone who is 핑크해? So, like, what does that mean? Like, so you just have to put on some pink clothes? Girlish? Oh, okay, that kind of makes sense. Amber is pink. So maybe they're looking for someone like Amber. They're looking for someone. They're looking for someone who's lovely. That's so funny. Someone who's lovely. They're looking for someone who's lovely. Oh, wow. It's like saying, oh, we're, our barbershop is hiring more male barbers, and we're looking for someone who's awesome. 선생님, 그 공고 지원한다. Yeah. I'll take a picture of me like this. And say, oh, I'm pink. I am very pink. I am very pink. Maybe I would actually just apply and see how they respond. I would just apply and see how they respond. Maybe I'll just put on a pink hat. I'll put on a pink hat and just apply for that job. And I'll just randomly blurt out pink in the middle of my sentences. It's like, all right, everyone, pink. How's everybody doing, pink? Today we're going to look at everyone turn to page 54, pink. Oh my gosh. Well, that's the world we live in, isn't it? You know, I've decided to stop trying to go against it. Like, I've decided to accept it. That's who we are. That's the kind of people we are now. That's the kind of people we are now. Like, like appearance is everything. That's the kind of people we are now. I mean, I'm ashamed. It's embarrassing to admit, but that's who we are. Let's face it. I mean, there's always the way that things should be, and then there's the way things are. And when you look at the way things are, that's the way things are now. Appearance is everything. It's embarrassing, right? But that's the way it is. YG, you're on the elevator now? Cheese name. Wrong pipe. Oh, gosh. I remember the book title, A Good Man is Hard to Find. Yeah. Same goes for women, I guess. Hey, Sonane, it's been a while. We haven't seen you here in a while. Interviewers say the appearance is one of the most important elements. To some extent, I guess, having a good appearance, right, can signify how well the person takes care of themselves. And if a person takes good care of themselves, I guess it could, that sort of mindset could be, it could translate over to their work performance, right? But I feel like, there's a difference between just raw appearance and being well groomed. I suppose, hopefully, people can overcome their stereotypical way of thinking of just raw appearance and just kind of look for people who are well groomed. But people are just hopefully things get better in some way. It took 2 hours and a half to get back home? 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. As long as they're clean. In my case, what really sets apart, like what really affects my impression, what really affects my impression of someone is actually the person's eyes. Of course, there are other things as well. But when I look at a person's eyes, I don't know, I may be wrong about this, but the eyes really tell me a lot about the person. I don't know how you guys feel, but the eyes. There's something about the eyes. I'm not saying like pretty eyes or ugly eyes, but yeah, something about the eyes. Mine are black and white. Okay. I have a dialogue to show you today. There's a dialogue that I want to show you today. Let's go through this dialogue together. Imagine you walked into a room and you saw someone trying to carry a lot of things at once. Trying to move a lot of things at once. You saw that person, okay? And let's say that you want to offer your help. What do you say? 어느 방에 들어갔는데 어느 사람이 굉장히 많은 거를 이렇게 한 번에 들고 옮기려고 하는 거를 봤어요. 도와주고 싶어요. 뭐라고 해요? 사실 할 수 있는 말은 엄청 많죠. There are so many ways that you can offer your help. 도움을 제안하는 방법은 여러 가지가 있어요. Okay? But I want you to just imagine that. Okay? 그러려면 상상을 해봤으면 좋겠어요. Okay? 진짜 상상해보세요. 여러분이 어느 방에 들어갔는데 거기에 외국인이 있어요. 그 외국인이 뭔가를 이만큼 들고 옮기려고 하고 있어요. 도와주고 싶어요. 뭐라고 내가 그 상황에는 나라면 뭐라고 할까? 정답은 없어요. There's never an answer. 정답은 없지만 I'll show you one option. One option that I have for this dialogue. Here, let me help you with that. 자유롭게 따라하세요. Here, let me help you with that. 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 Here는 일로 달라는 건가요? 여기서의 here는 약간 어떤 특정한 의미가 있다기보다는 상대방이 주의를 끌기 위한 말이에요, 사실은. 그러니까 굳이 이 here에 굳이 의미를 부여한다면 이리 주세요. 약간 이런 느낌이에요. 이리 주세요. 제가 도와드릴게요. 약간 이런 느낌으로 하는 말이에요. 근데 그렇다고 이게 딱 그 뜻이라고만 생각하면 안 돼요. 그냥 한 70% 정도는 상대방이 그냥 주목을 끌면서 내가 이렇게 이 제안을 하면서 그냥 말을 시작하는 거. 그쵸? 약간 줘봐. 내가 도와줄게. 이런 느낌이죠. 오케이. 어떤 식으로든 이걸 여기로라고 직역하려고 하지 말고요. 오케이. Here, let me help you. 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 아까 누가 나 여기 있다라고 하셨는데 그런 의미도 약간 내포하고 있다고 볼 수도 있어요. Okay. 어쨌든 here, let me help you. Let me help you with that. Here, let me help you with that. Let me에서 T 묵음이에요. 바로 let me help you with that. Let me help you with that. 자, 이제 여러분이 B예요. 외국인이, 그러니까 여러분이 내가 이렇게 뭔가를 많이 들고 이제 가려고 하는데 외국인이 와서 이렇게 얘기를 했어요. Here, let me help you with that. 라고 했어요. 근데 여러분은 난 괜찮으니까 문만 좀 잡아줄래? 문이 가만두면은 그냥 닫히는 설계예요. 그래서 문만 좀 잡아줄래? 이 얘기를 하고 싶어요. 어떻게 얘기하면 좋을까요? 괜찮으니까 문만 좀 잡아줄래? 물론 이것도 여러 가지 방법으로 얘기를 할 수 있죠. 여러 가지 방법이 있어요. 정답이라는 건 절대 없어요. 오케이? 나라면 어떻게 할까를 상상해봤어요. 제가 이 상황에 저를 그대로 놓고 나라면 뭐라고 할까를 상상했을 때 가장 먼저 떠오른 말은 No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? No, I'm good. 아니야, 난 괜찮아. Could you just 그냥 좀 이렇게 좀 해줄래? Could you just hold the door for me? Could you just hold the door for me? That's okay. Just hold the door. Just hold the door는 글쎄요. 물론 네, 그럴 수도 있겠지만 제가 상상하는 상황에서는 조금 너무 명령조의 느낌이었어요. Could you just라 함으로써 좀 더 부탁하는 어조로. 오케이. 은근 꼭 들어간단 말이지. 네, 꼭 있어야 되는 건 아니에요. 꼭 있어야 되는 건 아니에요. 하지만 저라면 그냥 이 말이 거의 반습관적으로 튀어나올 것 같아요. Here, let me help you with that. Here, let me help you with that. No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? 문을 잡고 있거라. No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? 키키님, 그거는 이제 어떻게 쓰이느냐에 따라 달라요. 그거는 어떤 맥락에서 쓰이느냐에 따라 달라요. Here, let me help you. Something smells good. I think my wife is eating something. Here, let me help you with that. 줘봐요. 그거 제가 도와드릴게요. Here, let me help you with that. Here, let me help you with that. No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? 만약에 문이 닫혀 있는 거를 그냥 열어달라고 하면 어떻게 하면 돼요? 문이 닫혀 있는 걸 그냥 문만 좀 열어줄래? 그죠? hold를 open이라고 하면 되죠. Could you just open the door for me? 근데 문을 열어달라고 하는 거면은요. hold 말고 다른 단어를 쓰기도 해요. 되게 의외의 단어예요. 엄청 의외의 단어를 쓰는 거를 많이 들을 수 있어요. 아시는 분. 오, YG 맞아요. Get the door. Could you just get the door for me? Get the door 하면은 지금 이런 상황에서 get the door 하면은 문을 여는 거를 의미를 해요. Get the door. Okay, I gotta find out what this is. Oh, I must be hallucinating. No food. It must be from my neighbors or something. Here, let me help you with it. 줘봐. 내가 좀 그거 내가 도와줄게. Here, let me help you with that. No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? Could you just hold the door for me? Sure. 하고 문을 잡고 있어요, 지금. 이제 문을 잡고 있어요. 잠깐만. 아직 디스코드에는 아무도 안 올리고 있네요. 오케이. 디스코드에 한번 올려주세요. 지금 하고 있는 거 한번 실제로 얼마나 잘 읽고 있는지, 혹시 발음이나 인토네이션에 문제는 없는지 제가 피드백을 드릴 수 있도록 please utilize Discord, okay? Alright, 자 이제 A가 그래서 sure, 그래, 그럼 하고 이제 잡아주고 있어요. 그 사람이 이렇게 들고 그 문을 이제 지나가고 있어요. 이런 비슷한 얘기를 하고 싶어요. 진짜 안 도와줘도 되겠어? 진짜 안 도와줘도 되겠어? 이렇게 띄어 쓰는 거 맞나요? 진짜 안 도와줘도 되겠어? 그쵸? 지금 그런 상황에서 그냥 그러고 있는 걸 그냥 이렇게 지켜보고 있는 것보다는 그런 식으로 한 번 더 묻는 게 좋겠죠. 그쵸? 물론 이것도 여러 가지 방법이 있겠죠. 왜 다들 지우세요, 올려놨다가. 조니성님, 올렸다가 낼름 지우네.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, halfmoon님. Yeah, I can hear you. 다들 들렸죠? That was halfmoon님.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, halfmoon님은 you have to take care of the audio issue because you have good pronunciation.
How are you doing, Sam? I'm happy to see you again.
Yeah. Thanks for that. Happy to see you again too.
Here, let me help you with that. No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me?
Okay, very good. Good. 자, 이것도 여러 가지 방식이 있어요. 저는 이거를 어떻게 상상했냐면, Are you sure I can't give you a hand? Are you sure I can't give you a hand? 상상을 하시는 거예요. 진짜로 이 상황이 펼쳐지는 거를 영화처럼 머릿속에서 재생을 시켜보세요. 오케이? 처음에 뭐였어요? 막 무거운 걸 들고 있네? 가려고 하네? Here, let me help you with that. 그거 줘봐. 내가 도와줄게. Here, let me help you with that. 근데 됐어요. 문만 좀 잡아주면 딱 좋겠어요. No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? 그래서 sure 하고 이제 잡아주고 있어요. 그 사람이 그걸 들고 이렇게 지나가고 있어요. Are you sure I can't give you a hand? Are you sure I can't give you a hand? Are you sure I can't give you a hand?
Here, let me help you with that. No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me?
Sounds good.
Here, let me help you with that. No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? Sure. Are you sure I can give you a hand?
Are you sure I can't give you a hand? 이거 같은 경우는 왜 그런지는 모르겠어요. 근데 그냥 제 경험을 토대로 얘기했을 때 이거는 쭉 위로 올라가는 거예요. Are you sure I can't give you a hand? Are you sure I can't give you a hand? 쭉. Could you just hold the door for me? Could you just hold the door for me? 약간 내려가죠, 끝에. 쭉 이어지죠, 그리고 쉬는 거 없이. Could you just hold the door for me? Hold the door for me를 거의 한 번에 얘기를 하는 게 제일 좋아요. Could you just hold까지 가는 것은 중간중간에 막 멈춰도 돼요. Could you just hold the door for me? Hold the door for me는 한 번에 나오는 게 좋아요. 그냥 어감상 그래요. Okay? Here, let me help you with that. Here, let me help you with that. No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? Could you just hold the door for me? Sure. 지나가고 있어요. Are you sure I can't give you a hand? Are you sure I can't give you a hand?
Here, let me help you with that. No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? Sure. Are you sure I can give you a hand?
네. Are you sure 이렇게 하는 것보다는 아래서부터 Are you sure I can't give you a hand? Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want Are you sure you don't want one bite? Are you sure I can't give you a hand? Yeah. 이 for me가 붙음으로써 어떤 느낌을 살리는 거죠? 우리말에서 아시는 분님 얘기해 주세요. for me가 붙어서 어떤 느낌이 사는 거죠? 해주다. 해주다. 나를 위해서라는 물론 의미는 갖고 있지만 어감상으로는 해주다. 이 for 누구가 들어가면서 해주다 의문형이잖아요. 지금은 그러니까 해줄래 이 느낌이 사는 거예요. 우리말에서 그러니까 for me가 없잖아요. for me가 사실 없어도 되긴 해요. 없어도 돼요. 없어도 되는데 문 좀 잡아줄래? 이 해줄래? 라는 느낌이 사는 게 for me예요. 그래서 저 같은 경우는 그래서 이게 그냥 저도 모르게 나오는 것 같아요. 물론 없이 해도 의미는 통해요. 어색하지도 않고 괜찮아요. 오케이? 왜 우리말로도요. 문 좀 잡고 있을래? 약간 이런 느낌이 되는 거죠. Could you just hold the door?라고 하면 문만 좀 잡고 있을래? 문 좀 잡고 있을래? 잡고 있어 줄래? 느낌이 좀 다르죠. 그렇죠? 저 같은 경우는 이게 어차피 이게 그 부탁을 하는 그런 상황에서는 약간 이렇게 그냥 튀어나오는 것 같아요. 오케이? 물론 상대방이 누구고 그 사람과 어떤 관계냐에 따라서 약간 달라질 수는 있지만 could랑 for me가 같이 쓰이면서 해줄래가 되는 건가요? 그렇게 뭐 굳이 그렇게 뭐 공식을 세울 필요는 없지만 뭐 그것까지는 그렇다고 할 수 있을 것 같아요. 저 공식 세우는 건 안 좋아하거든요. 웬만하면 너무 이걸 공식화하지 않는 건 좋은데 딱 이것까지는 그렇다고 볼 수 있을 것 같아요. Yes. 너무 그걸 또 공식화해서 생각하지 마세요. good for me가 이거다. No. Just okay. 아니에요. could가 그런 느낌, could가 해줄래까지 느낌은 없어요. 그러니까 그게 있죠. 야, 이것 좀 잠깐 들고 있어봐. Hey, could you hold this for a second? 이거 좀 잠깐 들고 있어 줘. 들고 있어 줘. could you hold this for me for a second? for me가 있고 없고가 그거를 결정하는 거예요. 그렇다고 해서 그걸 뭐 너무 중요하게 생각할 필요는 없어요. 사실 있어도 없어도 의미는 통하니까요. 오케이?
Here, let me help you with that. No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? Sure. Are you sure I can't give you a hand?
되게 엄청 공손한 거야? No. 아니에요. could는 그냥 일상적으로 그냥 늘 쓰는 말이에요. No, who told you that? 누가 그래요? 뭐 여러분 그 영화 같은 데 보면은요. 그런 거 들어본 적 Hey, could you come here for a second? 야, 여기 좀 잠깐 와 볼래? 야, 여기 잠깐 와 줄래? Hey, could you come here for a second? 이러잖아. could. 야, 이것 좀 한번 봐 줄래? Hey, could you take a look at this? could. 엄청 많이 쓰죠. 그냥 일상적으로 그냥 별 느낌 없이 그냥 막 쓰는 거예요. 오케이? can보다는 공손한 거요? 꼭 그렇지도 않아요. 꼭 그렇지도 않아요. 물론 그런 느낌은 있지만 꼭 그렇지는 않아요. 그냥 좀 달라요. 오케이? 잡아주시합니까?
Here, let me help you with that. No, I am good. Could you just hold the door for me? Sure. Are you sure I can give you a hand?
네, 좋아요. can't가 좀 더 길게 떨어지면 좋을 것 같아요. 너무 짧게 떨어졌어요. Are you sure I can give you? 그렇게 너무 짧게 들어가면은 그러면 이제 can처럼 들릴 수가 있어요. 그래서 Are you sure I can't give you a hand? Are you sure I can't give you a hand? Are you sure I can't give you a hand? All right.
Here, let me help you with that. No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? Sure. Are you sure I can give you a hand?
Are you sure I can't give you a hand? 정말 안 도와줘도 되겠어? 우리말 하면 이상하네. 한국어로 똑같은 억양하면 이상해요. 네, 영어로 Are you sure I can't give you a hand? Yeah, you're right. 꼭 할아버지가 손녀딸한테 하는 말 같아. I shouldn't have said that. Okay.
Here, let me help you with that. No, I'm good. Could you just hold on for me? Sure. Are you sure I can't give you a hand?
이게 잘 안 된다, 그죠? Are you sure I can't give you a hand? 이게 잘 안 된다, 그죠? 잘 안 되나 봐요, 다들.
Here, let me help you with that. No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? Sure. Are you sure I can give you a hand?
그렇죠. Are you에서 벌써 올라가네요, 벌써. 그렇죠. Are you sure? No. Are you sure I can't give you a hand? 누가 한 명 성공시켜 보세요. 이거 한번 성공시켜 보세요. Are you sure I can't give you a hand? Are you sure I can't give you a hand?
Sure. Are you sure I can give you a hand?
아. What do you 어때요?
Are you sure I can give you a hand?
Are you sure I can give you? Okay, not bad.
Are you sure I can give you a hand?
Okay, it's not bad. It's acceptable, I think.
Are you sure I can't give you a hand?
Are you sure I can't give you a hand?
Are you sure I can give you a hand?
Huh? Let's try that again. Try that again.
Are you sure I can give you a hand?
Okay. Are you sure? Are you sure I can't give you a hand?
Are you sure I can give you a hand? Are you sure I can give you a hand?
Are you sure? Are you sure? 진짜 진짜 할 수 있는데 넘버가 Okay, no, I believe you, Emma님. I believe you. We believe you. Okay, all right, let's move on. So, here, let me help you with that. Here, let me help you with that. No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? Sure. Are you sure I can't give you a hand? Are you sure I can't give you a hand? 눈 동그랗게 뜨고 입 쭉 빼고 해보세요. Are you sure I can't give you a hand? 이렇게 하면 조금 더 될 수도 있어요. 진짜요? 약간 이런 느낌이에요. Are you sure I can't give you a hand? Try that. 이렇게 하면 될 수도 있어요. 진짜요? Are you sure I can't give you a hand? See? I told you. Yeah. 진짜 I'm not just saying 그냥 하는 얘기 아니에요. 진짜 돼요. 진짜? Oh gosh. 그걸 또 거울을 보러 갔어. Flopping actually went in front of the mirror. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's right. I have to stop doing that. I have very weak blood vessels in my eyes. Okay. Here, let me help you with that. Here, let me help you with that. No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? 이거 하실 때 could you just까지 이렇게 띄엄띄엄 해도 돼요. 하면서 여기를 준비를 하시는 거예요. Could you just hold the door for me? Could you just hold the door for me? Sure. Are you sure I can't give you a hand? Are you sure I can't give you a hand? 자, 뭔가를 내가 일단 다시 한번 여기서 B가 괜찮다고 할 거예요. 괜찮다고 할 건데 지금 이거를 내 스스로도 충분히 다 감당할 수 있다라는 그런 의미를 내포하고 있는 괜찮다. 너무나도 잘 아는 거 있죠. 너무 직설적으로 말고요. 그쵸? I got it. I got it. Thanks. 네, 이거죠. I got it. Thanks. I got it. Thanks. 됐어. I got it. I got it. Thanks. 됐어. I got it. Thanks. Here, let me help you with that. Here, let me help you with that. No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? Sure. Are you sure I can't give you a hand? I got it. Thanks. 자, 그런데 그 순간에 잠깐만, 우리 저 뒤쪽에 그거 있죠? 그 push cart라고 하나요? A flatbed cart. Do you know what I'm talking about? 그 짐 실어서 이렇게 옮기는 카트 있죠. 그게 분명히 있던 걸로 기억을 해요. 그게 분명히 있던 걸로 기억을 해요. 그래서 그거에 대한 언급을 하고 싶어요. 어떤 식으로 하면 좋을까요? 이 사람은 왜 그걸 안 쓰지? 라는 게 궁금해지면서 분명히 저 뒤에 그냥 cart라고 하세요. 그냥 cart라고 하고 뭐라고 하시겠어요? What would you say? Very good. Didn't we have a cart back there? 뭐 이것도 여러 가지로 표현할 수가 있어요. 근데 저라면 don't we라고 할 것 같아요. Don't we have a cart back there? Don't we have a cart back there? Don't we have a cart back there? 저 뒤쪽에 카트 하나 있지 않나? 그거죠. 딱 그거죠. 우리 뒤쪽에 저 카트 하나 있지 않나? Don't we have a cart back there? 오랜만에 오는데 화면이 왜 이렇게 작게 나오냐고요? I don't know. Something wrong with the resolution setting? 그 해상도 세팅에 뭔가 문제가 있는 건가? Is it a new TV? Or is it the same TV that you've always been using? That's odd. I really don't know. I haven't changed any setting on my end. Did anybody notice any difference in the way the video looks today? Everything looks good on a PC? Okay. Yeah, don't we have a cart back there? Okay. Same as usual. All right. All right, let's move on. So, here, let me help you with that. Here, let me help. Yeah, 줘봐. 내가 도와줄게. 그거 내가 도와줄게. Here, let me help you with that. Here, let me help you with that. 괜찮아. 그냥 문만 좀 잡아줄래? No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? Could you just hold the door for me? Sure. Are you sure I can't give you a hand? Are you sure I can't give you a hand? I got it. Thanks. Don't we have a cart back there? Don't we have a cart back there?
Don't you have a car back there?
Don't we have a cart back there?
Are you sure I can give you a hand?
Oh, Lucy, very good. 일단 지금까지 들어본 것 중에서는 제일 나았던 것 같아요.
Are you sure I can give you a hand?
Yeah, that's the right amount of curvature of your intonation.
Are you sure I can give you a hand?
뭐 괜찮아요. 이것도 이렇게 해도 돼요. 사실 뭐 어떻게 해든 되는데 지금 여기서는 조금 이렇게 하면 좋다라는 거예요. I'm just saying it's good, right? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you에서 올라가지 않고 Are you sure?
Are you sure I can give you a hand?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, sure, you can say it like that.
Are you sure I can give you a hand?
Are you sure? Are you sure? Ba-ba-bum. Okay.
Are you sure I can't give you a hand?
Okay, Estelle Nim. Not bad, not bad.
Are you sure I can give you a hand?
네, 지금 이렇게 하는 거를 스스로 느껴보면요. Are you에서 벌써 올라가시는 분들이 대부분이에요. Are you sure? Are you sure? 해도 돼요. 괜찮은데 yeah, it's just, let's see.
Are you sure I can give you a hand?
오케이, 그쵸? Are you sure? 이렇게 되죠. Are you sure가 아니라 Are you sure? Are you sure?
Are you sure I can give you a hand?
천천히 해보세요. Are you sure? Are you sure? Okay, anyway, it's not that important. 그렇게 중요한 건 아니에요. It's not that important. I got it. Thanks. Don't we have a cart back there? Don't we have a cart back there? 근데 자 이제 여러분이 B예요. 상대방이 외국인이 저 뒤쪽에 우리 카트 하나 있지 않아? 라고 이렇게 물었어요. Don't we have a cart back there? 라고 했는데 이미 여러분은 찾아봤는데 없었어요. 뭐라고 하시겠어요? 이미 찾아봤고 없었어요. 뭐라고 하시겠어요? 진짜 한번 상상을 해보세요. 내가 그런 상황에서 내가 나라면 이렇게 얘기를 할 것 같다. 러브님은 네, 네라고 하셨어요. 네. 네는 약간 달라요. 지금 상황에서 그냥 no는 오히려 괜찮은 네는 어떤 느낌이냐면 아니야 이런 느낌이에요. 에이 아니야. 에이 됐어. 약간 이게 네하고요. 에이 아니지. 약간 이런 게 네하고 지금 같은 경우는 조금 네가 어울리진 않아요. 오케이? 사실 여기서는 좀 간단하게 해볼게요. 가장 간단하게 좀 해볼게요. I looked. I looked. I looked. I looked. 여기서 조금 더 이제 연장하면은 I already looked. I already looked. 뭐 checked도 괜찮아요. looked 말고 I checked라고 해야 돼요. I checked. 괜찮아요. I checked. I looked. I checked. I already checked. I already looked. 다 좋아요. 너무 간단해서 슬프다. 여러분, 영어를 배우면서 그런 쪽으로 이게 흘러가면 안 돼요. 예를 들어서 누군가를 오랜만에 누군가랑 인사를 해요. How are you 말고 좀 더 뭔가 다양한 방식으로 인사를 하고 No. 이런 고민을 하기 시작하는 순간 you're action faking. No. 배울 게 얼마나 많은데요. 인사 하나 좀 다르게 하겠다고요? No. What difference is that gonna make? 한국어를 배우는데 안녕하세요 말고 좀 더 다양하게 할 수 없... No. No, no, no. 이런 거 No. No, no, no. Don't do that. Okay? Oh, okay. It's taken care of. All right. 날씨 안 좋으면 어떡해요? 해나님. 하나만 쓰면 돼요. 하나만 쓰면 돼요. 많이 있다고 그걸 다 써야 되는 게 아니에요. You just need to use one. Just say, what's up? Hey, what's up? 그냥 딱 하나만 정해놓고 빨리 지나가는 게 제일 좋아, 인사말은. What's up? 오랜만에 만나면 long time no see. Nice to meet you. 처음 만나. Hey, nice to meet you. What's up? 그냥 뭐 how's it going? 본인이 제일 마음에 드는 거 그냥 하나를 통일해서 쓰면 돼요, 그냥. I looked. 자, 찾았는데 없었어요. 없어요. Okay, wasn't there. I looked, wasn't there. 찾아봤는데 없던데? 이거죠. 찾아봤는데 없던데. 봤는데 없던데? I looked, wasn't there. I looked. Wasn't there. Can you hear my stomach growling? When your stomach is growling, that's the sound of your aging process slowing down. When you're hungry, you age more slowly. Did you know that? When your body feels hungry, your aging process slows down. No, for real, yes. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Then I'm almost like a baby. 저요? 저 엄청 늙었는데. If you want to see how much older I've gotten, just watch one of my videos from like 6 years ago. Watch one of my videos from like 6 years ago. You'll see how much I've aged. 그렇다면 난 지금 놓아줘. What? That's impossible. I looked, it wasn't there. 자, A가 여기서 무슨 얘기를 하면 좋을까요? 아, 누가 쓰나 보네. 누가 쓰고 있나 보네. 이 말 어떻게 하죠? 누가 쓰고 있나 보네. 누가 쓰고 있나 보네. 한국말 어렵지? 누가 쓰고 있나 보네. 쓰고 있나 보네. 누가 쓰고 있나 보네. Make a deal. Worship the devil. Worship the devil. He will keep you young. Worship the devil and he will keep you young. Okay, so there are a few ways that you can say that. I would probably say someone must be using it. This is probably the most straightforward way to say that. Oh, someone must be using it. Someone must be using it. Oh, 냥냥님, that's so sweet of you to say. Probably not true, but thank you for saying so. I mean, you would think that wouldn't really make me feel better, but it does. Oh, someone must be using it. 이거 발음하기 어렵다라는 거 알아요. 일단 문장 자체도 어색하고 편하지 않은 문장 구성이고 must be 그냥 하세요. Just say it. Just say it. Someone must be using it. Maybe something is rotting in my room. Maybe it's the smell of my body aging. Oh, maybe it's my neck. Oh, I'm so hungry. Okay, let's go through this dialogue quickly, okay? Because I have to go feed myself.
Don't we have a cot back there? I looked, it wasn't there. Someone must be using it.
That's perfect. Someone must be using it. Perfect.
Oh, maybe it's my neck. Someone must be using it.
Someone must be. Must be. T가 없다고 그냥 생각하세요. 그냥 must be. Must be. Someone must be using it. Someone must be. No, someone must be. Someone must be. Someone must be using it.
Don't we have a car back there? I looked. It wasn't there. Someone must be using it.
Perfect.
Someone must be using it.
Perfect.
Are you sure I can give you a hand?
Okay, that's a lot better. That's much better.
Are you sure I can give you a hand?
Okay, that sounds okay. That sounds all right. Here, let me help you with that. No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? Sure. Are you sure I can't give you a hand? I got it. Thanks. Don't we have a cart back there? I looked. It wasn't there. Someone must be using it. 이 앞에 짧게 한번 하세요. Someone must be using it. Someone must be using it. Someone must be eating something delicious. Yeah. Yeah. someone must be eating. Someone must be eating. Like all of us, right?
Someone must be using it.
Sounds good.
Don't we have a car back there? I looked. It wasn't there. Someone must be using it.
Someone must be using it. Someone must be using it. 네, 정말 많이 뭉개서 하죠. But I don't enunciate. I don't pronounce very clearly. 그렇죠? 아주 명확하게 발음 안 하죠. Someone must be using it. 네, 대충 모양만 맞으면 그게 저절로 틀려요. 원래 언어라는 게 그렇죠. 그렇죠? 익숙하니까. Right? Alright. 그랬더니 이건 좀 어려울 수도 있겠는데. 그 들고 있는 물건들을 보면서 그거 새 사무실로 옮겨질 애들이야? 그거 새 사무실로 보내지는 것들이야? 이런 식으로 이제 물어볼 거예요. 근데 이거는 그냥 제가 바로 보여드릴게요. 일단 그 본 채널에서 주로 보시는 분들, 놀러 오신 분들 한번 해보시고요. 나라면 그걸 어떻게 물어볼까? 그 물건들을 이렇게 가리키면서 그거 새 사무실로 보내질 것들인지. 오케이? 자, are those for the new office라고 하면은 물론 그렇게 해도 돼요. 해도 되는데 그렇게 하면은 이거는 활용에 대한 얘기예요. 거기서 쓰일 애들이냐, 새 사무실에서 쓰일 물건들이냐라는 내포된 의미가 있고요. 거기로 보내지는 거냐는 약간 달라요. 물론 그렇게 얘기해도 상관은 없지만. 오케이? Are those going to be in a new office? 오케이. 오케이, 저라면은요. 이런 걸 어떻게 얘기할 거냐면 Are those headed? Are those headed to the new office? 라고 할 것 같아요. 물론 이것도 다르게 얘기할 수는 있어요. But I would say Are those headed to the new office? Are those headed to the new office? Are those headed to the new office? 살짝 맞추셨어요. 그쵸? 여기에다가 headed 하나만 있었어도요. 그쵸? headed. Are those headed? 너 집에 가는 길이니? 이거를 너 집에 가는 거야? 약간 이런 느낌으로. 그쵸? 이거를 물론 이것도 몇 가지 방법이 있어요. Are you headed home? Are you headed home? 자, 정확히 어떤 순간에 쓸 수 있는 거냐? 움직이고 가고 있는 중일 때, 절반쯤 갔을 때, 아니면 준비하고 있는 과정에서도 사실 어떤 상황에서든 다 돼요. Are you headed home? 심지어 그럴 계획 이제 앞으로 그럴 계획이냐? 이제 너 집에 그럼 너 이거 여기 지금 끝났으니까 이제 너 집에 가는 거니? 약간 이런 거 있죠. 이럴 때도 Are you headed home? Are you headed home? 왜냐하면 그건 home 때문이에요. home 때문이에요. home은 집으로, 집에 라는 의미를 이미 포함하고 있는 단어로 쓰이는 경우가 많기 때문에 그래서 go to home이 아니라 그냥 go home이라고 할 때가 많잖아요. go home, stay home, leave home, 그렇죠? 집에서, 집을 해서 그런 것처럼 똑같아요. head home, head home, right? 근데 new office는 그냥 new office예요. So, headed to the new office. Oh, someone must be using it. Are those headed to the new office? 그렇죠. 네. 이제 그 헬스장에 가는 거냐? 가는 길이다. 이제 갈 참이다. 갈 계획이다. 앞으로 이제 그렇게 할 거다. I'm headed to the gym. I'm headed to the bank. I'm headed to work. I'm headed to my car 등등. 오케이. 그래서 are those 그것들 물건들을 가리키면서 those 그것들 are those headed to the new office? 라고 함으로써 마치 그 물건들을 어떻게 보면 이제 의인화를 하는 거죠. 그 물건들을 의인화를 해서 그 물건들은 이제 새 사무실로 이제 가는 거냐. Okay? Are those headed to the new office? Here, let me help you with that. Here, let me help you with that. No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? Could you just hold the door for me? Sure. Are you sure I can't give you a hand? I got it. Thanks. Don't we have a cart back there? I looked. It wasn't there. Oh, someone must be using it. Are those headed to the new office? Are those headed to the new office? Yep. 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 Here, let me help you with that. No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? Sure. Are you sure I can't give you a hand? I got it, thanks. Don't we have a cart back there? I looked, it wasn't there. Someone must be using it. Are those headed to the new office? Yep. 오, 꾸미님. Very good. 난 왜 이런 분석이 안 되지? Very, very good. 네, headed. 이 방향이 그쪽으로 잡혀 있다는 상태. Very good. That's very, very good. Very, very good, 꾸미님. It's so good that I'm gonna go to the bathroom for a second. I'll be right back. You're not taking them over there yourself, are you? You're not taking them over there yourself, are you? You're not taking them over there yourself, are you? You're not taking them over there yourself, are you? By yourself라 해도 돼요. By yourself라 해도 돼요. 근데 의미는 약간 달라져요. By yourself는 혼자서거든요. 혼자서. 그러면은 혼자서라는 거라면 도움 없이 라는 의미를 내포하고 있죠. 도움 없이 너 혼자서 가져가는 건 아니지. 근데 직접이라고 이제 그냥 yourself라고 하면 직접이에요. 직접. 그럼 무슨 차이냐? 그 내포되는 의미는 뭐냐면 다른 사람을 통해서 보내는 게 아니라 너가 직접 보내는 건 아니 이런 느낌인 거죠. Does that make sense? 다른 사람 통해서 보내야 되는 거 아니야? 너가 직접 가려고? 약간 이런 느낌인 거죠. Does that make sense? By yourself는 도움 없이 혼자. Yourself는 다른 사람을 통해서가 아니라 너가 직접? Okay. You're not taking them over there yourself, are you? Yeah. 근데 어떤 맥락에서는요. yourself라고 하든 by yourself라고 하든 사실 거기서 거기일 때도 있어요. 그 차이가 늘 명확하게 지금처럼 있지는 않아요. 근데 지금은 이 맥락과 이 상황을 고려했을 때 이런 차이가 느껴질 수는 있다라는 거죠. Okay.
Someone must be using it. Are those headed to the new office?
Are those
Yep. You're not taking them over there yourself, are you?
Okay, all right. You're not taking them over there yourself, are you? 좀 어렵네요. 네, 발음이 좀 어렵네요. You're over there yourself. are you? 그러네요. R가 진짜 많네. You're not taking them over there yourself. 특히 여기가 그러네요. 그렇죠? Over there yourself. Over를 빼는 방법도 있어요. You're not taking them there. You're not taking them there. You're not taking them there yourself. 뭐가 이상한데? Over가 없으면 왜 이상하지? 그냥 이렇게 할게요. 그죠? 더 어렵죠. Them there 하면 더 어려운 것 같아요. You're not taking them there yourself, are you? 더 어려워요. You're not taking them over there yourself, are you?
You are not taking them over there yourself, are you?
Someone must be using it. Are those headed to the new office? Yep. You're not taking them over there yourself, are you?
Okay. 네, 해나님은 확실히 영국 억양이 있네요. 그 북미에서는 Are those headed to the new office? 이게 yes or no question이니까 꼬리가 올라가는데 영국에서는 떨어져요. Are those headed to the new office? 영국식 억양. So Hannah definitely has that British intonation. That's fine. That's fine. 거기로 그쪽으로 공간이 떨어져서 그런 것도 있고 약간 이제 장소를 옮겨 넘어간다. 약간 넘어가는 느낌으로. 내가 그쪽으로 넘어갈게. 약간 이렇게 그 거리에 대한 느낌을 그런 식으로 우리가 표현을 할 때가 있잖아요. 약간 그런 느낌이라고 보시면 돼요. 그쪽으로 넘어가는 약간 yeah. So okay. 조금 어려운 문장이었지만 여러분이 난 저 문장은 너무 무리야 싶은 거는요. 너무 거기에 시간을 오래 보내지 마세요. 사실 이 전체적인 대화에서 딱 한두 가지만 정말 내가 평소에 쓸 수 있을 것 같은 그런 것만 딱 골라서 한두 가지만 가져가도 돼요. 지금 이거는 뭐 여러 가지가 이제 요소가 많이 나오는데. Okay. Here, let me help you with that. Here, let me help you with that. Here, let me help you with that. No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? Sure. Are you sure I can't give you a hand? I got it, thanks. Don't we have a cart back there? I looked, it wasn't there. Someone must be using it. Are those headed to the new office? Are those headed to the new office? Yep. You're not taking them over there yourself, are you? Okay, 넘어갈게요. Okay. No. 그 모자가 아니라 뭐냐? 그 어떤 물건 같은 것들을 이렇게 옮겨다 주는 그런 일을 하는 그 직업을 가진 사람을 뭐라고 부르죠? 물건을 a carrier. 그거랑 비슷하게 생긴 단어가 있는데 mover. 뭐 사실 해도 돼요. mover. Sure. You could say mover. A courier. Yes, a courier. a courier. courier가 그런 일을 하는 걸로 알고 있어요. carrier는 조금 달라요. carrier. A courier. A porter. porter는 많이 못 들어본 것 같은데 porter라고 하긴 하나요? 저는 가장 익숙한 거는 courier이거든요. A courier. 뭐 보통 이제 뭐 좀 이렇게 빠르게 좀 어딘가를 그 우리로 치자면 퀵 서비스인가? 약간 그런 건데. 퀵 서비스가 약간 courier 같은 느낌이 있어요. 문서나 어디로 뭔가를 이렇게 보낸다거나 할 때. A courier. Anyway, so courier가 지금 오는 길이다. 오고 있다. A courier가 지금 이쪽으로 오고 있다. 오는 길이다. Okay, 영장님, very good. 네, courier is on the way. A courier is on the way. No, a courier is on the way. A courier is on the way. A courier is on the way. A courier is on his way. Yeah, you can say that. Sure. A courier is on his way. 또는 a courier is on the way. 이거 보이세요? 네. 없어도 돼요. 그게 맥락에서 이미 명확히 벌써 그게 소통이 되는 내용이기 때문에 here 없어도 돼요. 자, 이게 그 제가 가끔 강조하는 게 있어요. 어떤 특별하거나 확 튀거나 그런 어떤 뭔가 우리의 주목을 확 끄는 어떤 단어나 표현이 안 쓰이지만 우리가 일상적으로 너무나도 많이 쓰는 말이라서 꼭 알아야 되는 표현할 수 있어야 되는 그런 것 중에 하나가 여기 나와요. 어떻게 하기만 하면 된다. 이거 예전에 저희가 다룬 적이 있는지 모르겠어요. Maybe JC can tell us. 뭐뭐 하기만 하면 된다를 이런 게 진짜로 우리 이제 생활 속 진짜 그 언어를 진짜로 우리가 일상 속에서 그 언어를 쓰려면은 우리가 이런 말을 할 수 있어야 돼요. 어렵지가 않아요. 많은 연습이 필요할 뿐이에요. I just need to. 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 이것만 보면은 너무 쉽게 느껴져요. 그래서 이거를 무시하는 경향도 있어요. 이거를 보면 너무 쉽게 느껴져요. 근데 이런 얘기를 우리가 할 기회가 왔을 때 이게 잘 떠오르진 않아요. Do you know what I'm trying to say? 많은 분들에겐 그럴 거예요. 물론 이미 많은 반복을 통해서 이게 익혀진 사람들은 나오겠지만, 오케이? 근데 처음 배우기까지에는 이게 좀 그렇죠? 그럴 수도 있어요. Anyway, so I just need to. 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 그래서 제가 추천하는 건 뭐냐면 여러분이 이거를 하기만 하면 돼. I just need to. 하기만 하면 돼. I just need to. 이렇게 외우는 건 추천하잖아요. 혹시 그러고 계신 분도 있었어요? Were some of you actually doing that? 그렇게 하지 말고요. 만약에 이거를 내가 진짜 익히고 싶다. 그러면은 이거를 해놓고 옆에다가 엄청나게 많은 다양한 예문으로 많이 만들어봐요. I just need to what? I just need to 일단 간단한 단어부터. I just need to wait. I just need to rest. I just need to eat. I just need to finish it. I just need to 그런 다음에 조금씩 더 늘려요. 예를 들어서 I just need to be patient. I just need to be quick. I just need to make a fast decision. 여러 가지 막 넣어봐요. 오케이? 그쵸? I just need to get some coffee. 이것도 좋고요. I just need to. This is my favorite one. This is my favorite example. I just need to poop. I just need to buy 5 books. 이것도 좋은 예문이죠. This is a very good example. A very good example. Oh man, don't go again. Don't go. Don't go again. Oh man. Don't go there. Okay. Anyway, so I just need to get these downstairs. 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 take라고 해도 되긴 해요. take라고 해도 되는데 I just need to take them downstairs. 네, 괜찮아요. 좋아요. 근데 get라고 하는 게 조금 더 그거의 결과에 조금 더 결과를 놓고 강조하는데 이거 어떻게 설명해야 되지? 결과로서 얘기하는 거. take는 어디에서 출발해서 어디로 이동하는 그 이동거리 약간 그걸 옮기는 거, 옮기는 과정 전체를 약간 얘기하는 게 take이라면 get는 그게 아래층에 가 있게끔만 하면 된다. 약간 이런 느낌이에요. 그거를 좀 그 결과로서의 모습을 그리는 느낌이 있어요. 이게 아래층에 있기만 하면 된다. 약간 이런 느낌이에요. 이게 아래층에 가 있기만 하면 된다. 그게 아래층에 가 있는 상태로 만들면 된다. 약간 그런 느낌으로 얘기를 하는 게 좀 더 있어요. 그런 의미가 좀 더 강조가 돼요. go와 be의 느낌. 그쵸? 이거랑 약간 비슷한 거예요. I have to go there. I have to go there by 2 o'clock. 은 오히려 틀린 말이라는 거. 뭐냐면 by는 언제까지 2시까지 이동을 하는 게 아니라 2시까지 도착을 해야 되잖아요. 그래서 be라고 해야 되는 것처럼 그런 느낌이 약간 있어요. 뭐 아주 중요한 건 아니에요. 사실 take라고 해도 돼요. 의미는 통해요. It's okay. 근데 그러니까 이렇게 얘기하는 거랑 비슷한 거예요. They just need to be downstairs. 이렇게 얘기하는 것에 효과가 있는 거예요. They just need to be downstairs. 그들이 아래층에 가 있기만 하면 된다라는 느낌을 이런 거를 I just need to get these downstairs. 오케이. 어쨌든 no. 왜 no라고 했죠? You're not taking them over there yourself, are you? 너가 직접 거기까지 가져다 놓는 건 아니지? 아니야. A courier is on his way. A courier is on the way. I just need to get these downstairs. A courier is on his way. A courier is on the way. I just need to get these downstairs. 왜 이런 말도 있잖아요. I just need to finish it by Wednesday. I just need to get it finished by Wednesday. 결과적으로는 같은 얘기예요. 결과적으로는 같은 얘기인데 이게 조금 더 그거를 끝난 상태로 만들다. 약간 이런 느낌이 좀 더 강조가 되는 거예요. finish 하면 그냥 끝내다. 끝내는 과정을 거치다의 느낌이 있다면 이거는 끝낸 상태로 만들다. 이게 좀 더 그 마지막 모습, 끝나 있는 모습을 좀 더 강조하는 느낌이 있는 것처럼 비슷한 거예요. 아래층에 가져가는 행위가 중요한 게 아니라 아래층에 그 짐들이 가 있는 게 yes. yes. 심지어 이렇게 얘기해도 이렇게까지 이런 구체적인 것까지 이렇게 신경 써야 되는 건 아니에요. 신경 써야 되는 건 아니고 그냥 이런 얘기가 왜 나오는 거냐? 왜 take가 아니라 get로 그들이 사용하는지에 대한 설명을 굳이 우리가 찾아보는 거예요. 오케이? So 그렇게 중요한 건 아니에요. 그냥 일단 이렇게 하면 돼요. No, a courier is on his way. A courier is on the way. I just need to get these downstairs. I just need to get these downstairs. Here, let me help you with that. Here, let me help you with that. No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? Oh, sure. Are you sure I can't give you a hand? I got it, thanks. Don't we have a cart back there? I looked, it wasn't there. Someone must be using it. Are those headed to the new office? Yep. You're not taking them over there yourself, are you? No. 이거 B네, 그죠? No, a courier's on his way. I just need to get these downstairs. Oh! That's not bad. According to Kim, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. That's good. That's very good. That is very good. Very, very good. Very, very good. Very, very good. Do we have a gorilla? I don't have the gorilla anymore.
You're not taking them over there yourself, are you? No, a courier is on the way. I just need to get these downstairs.
No, a courier is on the way. I just need to get this
Get
downstairs.
these downstairs. These. Get these downstairs.
You're not taking them over there yourself, are you? No, a courier is on the way. I just need to get these
Get these
downstairs.
downstairs. Get these downstairs.
I just need to get this downstairs.
Someone must be using it. Are those headed to the new office? Yep. You're not taking them over there yourself, are you?
Okay.
Some must be using it. Are those headed to the new office? Yeah. You're not taking them over there yourself, are you?
Okay. How far? Okay. All right, we're almost done. Okay. 자, 이제 이동을 하고 있을 거 아니에요. 그쵸? 지금 이 대화를 하면서 이제 들고 이동을 하고 있어요. 이제 그 사무실 출입문까지 왔어요. 출입문은 닫혀 있어요. 그 출입문을 나가야 엘리베이터를 탈 수가 있어요. 그 출입문이 이렇게 닫혀 있어요. A가 뭐라고 할까요? A가 뭐라고 할까요? 지금 이제 출입문 거의 다 왔어요. 사무실에 출입문까지 거의 다 왔어요. A가 뭐라고 해요? A가. A. B는 지금 그 짐을 들고 있는 사람이고요. A. 해줄까 말까? 또 해요? Door sure can't give you. No, 그쵸? 열어주 아니 그냥 당연히 열어주지 않나요? 물어봐요. Let me get the door. 아니면 좀 더 자신 있게 I'll get the door. I'll get the door. I'll get the door. 하면서 벌써 행동을 하면서 하는 얘기예요, 이거는. 출입문 근처에 왔어요. 이미 하면서 I'll get the door. 여는 거예요. 그걸 상상하셨으면 좋겠어요. Okay? I'll get the door. Thanks. 그 단추라고 그러나? 엘리베이터 단추라고 하나요? 여러분 단추라고 하세요? 엘리베이터 단추예요? 단추라고 하면 안 돼요? What's button in Korean? 한국어로는 뭐라고 해요? 버튼 말고. 단추? 버튼? 버튼이 없구나. 버튼이 한국말로 없어요? 단추 안 된다고요? 육층 단추 좀. Try it. Try it. 단추. 꼭지. 뭐 이렇게 돌려요? 꼭지? 근데 말이 되는 게 영어에서 버튼도 단추이긴 하잖아요. 그죠? Like the buttons on your shirt, right? The button on your suit. 단추이긴 해요. 그죠? Yeah, button. 누르는 것도 button. 셔츠에 있는 것도 button. 아, yes. 저도 이걸 생각했었어요. 저도 이걸 생각했었어요. Could you hit the button for me too? 뭐 press라고 물론 해도 돼요. press라고 해도 되는데 hit the button. 부죠? 부죠? The buzzer? Could you hit the button for me too? 여기서 사실 get 돼요. Could you get the button for me too? 근데 그냥 해주라고 할게요. No, of course. Yeah, of course, Raka. Of course. Of course. 버튼 좀 세려줘. 부자도요. 그 왜 버튼은 단추라고 안 하나? 버튼? 외래어를 거의 한국어 리플레이스먼트가 없이 거의 우리말처럼 그냥 쓰는 단어 중에 하나네요. 버튼이라는 게. 그죠? 단추? 전원 단추. 전원 단추라고는 들어본 것 같은데. 전원 아닌가? 전원 버튼? I don't know. I think, yeah, I don't know. Of course. Oh, look. Some idiot left a cart here. Some idiot left a cart here. Oh, look. Some idiot left a cart here. 뭐지리? 오늘 뭐지? Of course. Oh, look, some idiot left a cart here. Some idiot left a cart here. Ah, yes. I'm sure도 말은 되지만 이럴 때는 I bet. I bet가 딱 이런 느낌이에요. 이거 분명히 누구다. 이거 분명히 뭐다. I bet. I bet도 우리가 일상 속에서 쓸 일이 정말 많아요. 국립국어원에서도 버튼은 그냥 버튼이라고 나오네요. Really? That's actually quite surprising. I'm actually quite surprised by that. Really? Huh. Interesting. I mean, if I had to bet my money on either one before actually looking into it, I probably would have bet my money on 단추. Like, really. Oh, I see. Okay. So referring to a button as 단추 is actually technically wrong. It's officially wrong, yeah? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I bet it's Nathan. I'll bet it's Nathan. I bet or I'll bet. They're both correct in this case. I'll bet it's Nathan. I bet it's Nathan. All right, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it, you guys. That's all. It's time to go eat. Time to go eat. Here, let me help you with that. No, I'm good. Could you just hold the door for me? Sure. Are you sure I can't give you a hand? I got it, thanks. Don't we have a cart back there? I looked. It wasn't there. Someone must be using it. Are those headed to the new office? Yep. You're not taking them over there yourself, are you? No, a courier's on the way. I just need to get these downstairs. I'll get the door. Thanks. Could you hit the button for me too? Of course. Oh, look. Some idiot left a card here. I'll bet it's Nathan. I'll bet it's Nathan. All right. Is that Brody? Brody? Brody. Brody's here. Hey, Brody, say hi. Say hi. Say hi. This is the mic, and you say hello. You say hello. 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 All right. You wanna go down? All right. Brody doesn't like it here.
I'll get the door. Could you hit the button for me too? Of course. Oh, look. Some idiot left the cart here. I'll bet it's Nathan.
Some idiot. Some idiot.
You're not taking them over there yourself, are you? No, a courier is on the way. I just need to get these downstairs.
All right.
No, a courier is on the way. I just need to get this downstairs.
You're not taking them over there yourself, are you? No, a courier is on the way. I just need to get these downstairs.
What? I didn't see anything. Did you see something? Okay. All right. I have copied and pasted everything on the screen in the description section below, so you can use that to review. Okay. A ghost, maybe. Okay, thanks for tuning in, you guys. That was a long stream, wasn't it? That was a very long stream. Did we stream for like how long? 3.5 hours? Has it been 3.5 hours? Is that how long it's been? Is it too long? Was it too long? All right. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you all very soon, hopefully, in the next live stream or the next lesson video. Have a great rest of your evening, you guys. YG, thanks always for these messages. Thank you very much. Big help. See you guys real soon.